come on, you walk. Come on, family. I can't know. Now we are that you're voting. Now you know why I'm not here to selling. All of one rubber yammo. Come on, tell you what you're doing. Come on, no swear plus soldier boy. Hey, what young would not swear plus soldier. Yes, that's what I would you yet. I don't use a way. We had that you're what you're doing. Never make license. We are a wedding. This is a wedding ceremony. Mother Ide Cooper said, and one husband Robert Nambo. Yayo, Master Tanu, come in. Oh, boy, no, come. God, let him make it happen. Do it. I do it there. Oh, you got it. That's what I must work on that when you want. But here, Cooper Selly has assembly to live there. I begin with Mr. Cooper Thomas. We call him Thomas Cooper. Peter Talu. Master Talu. Father Talu. What's up? Get that you know. Come on, young woman. No, Papa, Joe. I be no Monadio. See what just from you, are you there? I don't just from you, some you, Amada. Then you saw Amada. I just of the way, some way, Amada. Then you saw Amada. See what just so, Amada. So let's see for your soul, so, Amada. So let's get you for your soul, so, and for your soul, so, Amada. Yes, it is. When I deck, I don't know how come you give up. The bride's mother is Mother Esther Chibla. Her grandma is Mother Lucy Chibla. And Father Chibla. That's the bride's father. What's your name? I'm a blow. Where can you go? I'm a blow. You just want to go. Yabla. Oh, yabla. Get up by your person. Go over. No more bread, you play better. Was it not bad, but where you get it? I know what you are. Yamo. The groom is Mr. Wth Analaysts. He's from Putu Pangla. He brings the camera. Mr. Wth Analaysts is the former chief of traffic for Grand Police Detachment, a former Liberal investigator for Drug Enforcement Agency, and appointed by the former President Ellen Johnson Seli for Putu Administrative District as commissioner in 2013. The couple's children. We begin with Mr. Ernest Yabo. Patu Yabo. Makira Yabo. What's up? I'm going to give you one Mara Lolo. 8 grandchildren. Good evening, good evening. Good morning if you are in Liberia. To want to welcome you to this editions of the Examiner Sunday editions. I'm Alfonso and so right here to the Liberia Public Radio New England Bureau Desk. We say good morning and good evening. What are you following here? This is the Sunday's edition. We want to thank you so much for joining us, feeling much better. So back on the wheel, a lot been ongoing. Let's get the program going here. We sent a word earlier to the analysts that tonight edition will come on much sooner than expected. Let's take this quick commercial and I will be right back.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
There you have it. We say good evening. So welcome to the show. I'm Alfonso and so the song you heard earlier is by one of our traditional singer, Gideon Boyd, that we are helping here to promote giving the stage. He doesn't have to be a politician, but there's a talent, there's a skill in him. So we all have to enhance what he does. And just in case you want to have a special song, especially if you are from in the corridor of Zulu whiskey, then of course it speaks directly to your mind. That's Ambassador Gideon Boyd. It's a traditional crown singer. His songs always message. It contains a lot of message. So we say thank you so much and get in touch with us and we will, trust me, with linking. Paulina, thank you so much for joining us this early morning from inside Liberia and for what you do. What an excellent coverage this gone weekend for the homegoings of the late Mother Nesset Poland Morgan. He had a family, they were able to see it, they were able to watch it. We brought a visual, and that's what we do. And to the rest of the crew, Mike and James Tanakaba, we say thank all of you guys so much for everything that you do. Well, during the past week, when missing in action was off, and so the laborer and his guy, they were doing everything they were doing here, talking in their own way, saying their own way as usual. But let me just be gracious here. Amelia Destin Greatness, we say good morning, good evening, depending on your location, where you're watching. So good to have you here. Of course, Mr. Kroma is in the house. Roosevelt, to say Mr. Roosevelt, good morning. Good evening to whatever you are. Seko Jabate is here. We say, how you doing? Everybody, my Christmas is on you guys. So first, I say it first, I must be able to get it. So I already put your name down. That will send a reminder. Hopefully that Christmas is going to come. Mamalu is coming in. Moses, my man. Mamalu, how you doing? Good to have you here. And again, I was sincere apology for being away for a couple of days, but sometimes, it becomes very hectic. And I was really, really down, muscle pains and all of that. You can force it. You can't come on a live view and not looking healthy, very discomfortable. And then you want to pull out like a wall face. I don't think that was the right thing to do. So I took up some time to kind of like recalibrate to come to myself, feeling much better now. It's okay. We're able to perform community tasks yesterday as usual. In this, for us, we don't just we allow the community to be part of what we do. So be it anniversary, be it wedding, conventions, memorable events, whether it's good, whether it's sad, we always make ourselves available to bring this event because it means a lot. Family, people at distances, people in Liberia, other parts of the world. And so the innovations of technology at this time, I think we must make wise, we must make use of it. So we bring these sort of virtual meetings, conference or program where You sit in your comfort zone and you watch it. So just in case, if you're in Liberia, even right here in the USA, and you try to figure out, oh, I'm having an event, how can I bring it in to bring that virtual aspect so other family members can see it? Well, you have a network that is very good in doing that. We have a talented, skillful staff, both here and inside Liberia. They can be reached. Whatever the way it is, we can find it. And what we did this going weekend, it was a really jam-packed funeral. I just posted something where the children spoke. It was touching. And the family assembled back home at a specific place, in fact, the house of the late uh, uh, Betty Nyenswa, Boulevard there, where they had, I believe, screen TV. It was being projected as if they were virtually present when the entire ceremony was going on. They watched it. They had their own event. I mean, that's another way of bringing people together. Connections. You see it. You express it through emotions. You watch it. So I want to say thank you to Magdan, Paulinant, and James Sanokaba for that. The receptions I got back, it was great. It was excellent. And that's what we will always try to do. So just in case you are here and you have a business as well, we do advertise. We don't just want to come here and every day, oh, give a five, I give a $10. People sick and tired. Times are very difficult nowadays. So you must be able to provide some extra services. You must be able to give back to the people so that they can give back to all. And this is why we don't do it here. Not that we don't want to, but every time cash out zero, yeah, it's there. You want to give that, it's okay. Who knows? Maybe you receive a Seiko or greatness this coming holiday. Just in case you went through your personal stuff, your bills, the whopping million phone calls coming from inside Liberia, everywhere. My Christmas on you. You're not Jesus Christ. So why are you so worried? You wake up, just say thank you for seeing this day. Every day, every other holiday is somehow we need to. Christmas is a very big one. Okay, there are some people who really want to get some food, little food on there, but you want to do your nail, you want to face hair, do other one. No, whoever want to take you, let them take care of that hairdo. But people who want to put a little food on the table to eat. So sometimes for me, we prioritize cost in just how they come in. Put down the skill. Before then, we just do it, but now we prioritize it. So if you want iPhone 25, which I do not even have, and then somebody who try to find something, for them to eat to get, fuel the day. So when the two calls come, draw the priority, just like what is life-threatening situations and what is minor. Yeah, I mean, that's why it is. So when I see the other one where yeah, like, oh, I want to go, I don't know, how do you call the place, Paulina? Kalawetting? Okay, then that's not a priority. If you don't go there, nothing gonna happen. You can go there any other time. But those who need something, we give it. I hope I'm not spoiling somebody Christmas here this evening. But sometimes we just have to say, we want to say thank you so much for all of the time you always keep with us here. It's very, very much important that we have these conversations. Samuka Kroman, good to have you. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location. Uh, I never had the opportunity, and I'm going to put the number out here. Even the analysts come, if they do, fine. If not, that is okay. But we always like to have these conversation, these national conversations, and the directions, the basis, the rationale behind these conversations. It's not just only to entertain. Entertainment is the minute part for us here on LPR. So more or less, we focus on quality than quantity. How the message is being processed, how the message is being disseminated in the honest fashion, not necessarily to appease you because this is what you want to hear. We don't do it here. It's not a tradition. Those who always have it done that way here is the liberal and his ally, the liberal progressive and his folks, the Terry Collins and all of those people. They are the people who are always involved in the sort of soundbite, preach and say what people want to hear. When I'm here, it's a different thing. So the day I'm off, if I'm not feeling good, if I'm not coming, it's like it's like a New Year, a Christmas for them because they have their way and they will talk all of the tabata they will be talking. Good morning to Nathan. I was really in bed. Sorry, I didn't respond to your message. Had a very long date yesterday. Nathan Colley is one of our volunteers, a young man based in Greater Liberia. Remember the days of Greater Liberia, Banga? Yeah, he's based in Liberia, in Banga with his guy, Tano. They're providing services, community services, and it's been reporting for LPR for a number of years. It is, I mean, my folks, there are some trusted people that you can really have. Not that they don't want money, not that other network cannot hire them, but their commitment. And this is why we're not going to give up to do what we're doing. We are not going to compromise our integrity in as much we want it done. But because people are going to do, there will be a reflection. People are going to take back, what you do. So we are not going to be hurriedly get it done. We want to get it done as fast as we can, but we are very cautious in what we are doing and what we want to do. So these young folks here, and if we are to get there, we are the older folks, we have to lay down the foundations, the basis, the integrity, the honesty that come with it. I am not saying I'm playing like a white, that's not what I'm saying, but we must do what we can do to make sure that they will also follow the lead. So the folks, to our guys in Liberia, say shout out to all of the team for all what you do. This Christmas here, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh Lord, I hope I win. Breakable promised to send me a Christmas, but the day he said he decided to take it back because he said I spoke or maybe I didn't praise his president. I didn't say what he wanted me to say, so he put the Christmas on hold. That's the kind of problem that we have. So I'm not sure what I'm going to say it this evening so that I who just have on a bank or who on a check to be cash or you see it just there, but it's not even posted because they're waiting, they're doing clearing out, they're checking other stuff. But just in case it's a given time, we are aware. So those who want to whatever they do, so we can bless our guys. Man, it's already a Monday morning. What is Christmas? Nathan, is that Friday or Saturday the Christmas? I don't know when is Christmas in Liberia. But notwithstanding, we'll see, we'll try what a level have, share with people. It might not be that enough, but just a sort of token and appreciation to make sure that they do what they can do. But anyway, I'm here this evening. The Liberal Thursday. Oh, Benny, okay, my man, you pa. I wasn't what the man down there told you today. The man told me say was Friday. Now I finish making plans for Friday, and you now bring the Christmas ahead Thursday. This is that next week Thursday or this Thursday? Today's what date? Okay. I am the lead angle and presenter. This is the examiner. So we're going to have a conversation here. I intend to activate the lines here this evening for us to have I never had an opportunity to talk about the recent conference, another conference, press briefings, and all that has been going on with respect to FOIA, this place, that place, and just too much of drama and too much of distractions is unfolding. I'm not sure why this is happening and why this distraction is all about. And I hope Thursday in Liberia and NATONAL as a my son, I know it's Thursday. I know Thursday is a Christmas day. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nothing can Breakable just text me and say my Christmas gift is restored. And as soon he did that, I will intend for a yeah, I mean, anybody who it can be whatever you have, you want to, so want to put smile on the faces of our guys who are volunteering on an extreme difficult, Roland is our guy based in Zwaju as well, on an extreme situation. It's really, really tough in the country. Those that are in authority, they are saying it. Those who are privileged, who have all of the stuff, they are saying this. And when you think about ordinary person who get it today, they're not sure what you're gonna be like tomorrow. But let's have this quick break here from Ion's travel agency, and I will be right back.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Okay, that's hold on 1 second. I think I got it right here. Let me go right back here. Let's have this one.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We'd like to say welcome. This is Liberia Popular Radio. We are located at the FDA Junction, Painesville, also of the nation's capital. Have you been in search of that platform to cover your wedding, love on funerals, or political rallies? We'd like to say your worries are now over. Kindly contact us on these numbers appearing on your screen. Or better still, message us today on our social media platform, and we're going to be right at your doorsteps. To stay informed, kindly follow us today at Liberia Public Radio on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. My name is Tanner James Kaba. Thank you.
Do you want to share your events with the world? Why not contact us? We are Liberia Public Radio, FPR. We are the specialists in advertisement, commercials, radio and TV services. We have the professionals that can help you sell your products and provide live coverage of all events such as weddings, conventions, graduations, reunions, anniversaries, schools, birthdays, daily showers, religious activities, funerals, and many more. Take your phone right now and call any of the following numbers. 682 433 8802 267 6089 484 786 337 or 916 533 2048. Our customer service representatives are waiting to take your calls and give you the needed assistance. It is LPR, the home of excellent media services and your friends in business.
Thank you so much. That's right here. That's our guy. Manzola Gisi is based in PA. He's one of the brain, one of the back here. He always covers all of the events coming from the Pennsylvania area corridor, Delaware, Maryland, and other places. Just let us know once there's a planned event. Let us know. We can arrange. And I talk about the cost both here and inside Liberia. Any parts, it can be in Banga, it can be in Nima, it can be in Grangida, it can be in Lofa, whatever it is, we can talk about that. We say good evening. Thank you so much. Like I said, we will activate this line here this evening and for also have a conversation here on some of the things, some of the news making headlines in Liberia. I know sometimes we talk this issue. No, this is not a. I hope I get a. This is. Making a mistake here. This evening. Let me see here. This should be here. All right. This is the right binary overlay that I'm looking for the examiner, so that we can have a conversation. And my attention has been drawn to. The end of the weekend, the big press conference. I believe it was a joint conference with folks from different media institutions regarding the controversial, the
over due initiated projects in Lofa County. There were a lot of apprehensions, the inability of GOL to find their tone, to find their voice. It was just, I think it was wrong. I think it was a very dishonest part of people. The government should be an open government in the sense that you are obligated to keep your people updated, not wonder how somebody stuck someone always a government tell you when they want to tell you no, that's not why it is. You are obliged, you are obligated to your citizenry to keep them abreast with what is happening, be it good or bad. It's not about you, but to all, it's meant to have people being to be on the alert so they can be caught unaware of situation. It's the same. If there was incursions or anything happening in the country, will you want to keep that as a secret to entrap your citizen? Absolutely not. And I don't think anybody should encourage that. And we shouldn't be making the comparisons of things that happened 10 years ago because it went wrong and we never found the solutions or they were never talked about extensively. And so when it does happen this time, we shouldn't give it that sort of conversation. You see people post pain on it, try to interpret it their own way, putting things together that doesn't make sense, not even adding up to be convincing. But that's what you have when you have a polarized society, you have a polarized nations where everybody, you have to speak a specific language tone that will satisfy the elites or the politicians or those that are in charge. So it's what you have. Let me see here. Let me play some of the SFs here to try to get this video here, courtesy of the State Broadcasting Corporation. I believe I don't know how it was coordinated, but from what I listened to from her, because I'm a man from SCAR, T Max, all of them was part of that interview. I want to have my own take on it. And hopefully, for those of you that are available to participate, you can also call in as well to participate, just in case you have your version, you have your side of the story as well. What you may do, you think the dust is settled? Has it been settled down? How is the oppositions? How the civil society? How the interest group? We saw the protests recently coming from Stan and all of that, you know. So we are all in a confused state in the sense that nothing new, tangible is happening. And people who are even bringing these arguments, there is nothing guaranteed that even if they were given the opportunity today, this is where it becomes a little convoluted in the sense that because they don't stand for something. There's they don't have a substance into the argument because they were privileged, they were there. So it's going to take a new breed, new generation, new faces, new people. And people might say, okay, we can take risk in these people, but we had the experience of this man, this guy, these people yesterday. So where even is the oppositions in this whole thing here when it comes to addressing some of the national issue? It's not just on it's not just you just criticize. You must have a refined and seasoned statement, position statement, or solution put forward when these things happen, and how you who are doing have it done differently. We don't see that happen. Only the little guys who just go explosive and say and talk whatever they want to talk, but nothing of substance they actually put on the table for you to understand that this is making sense. All of the argument is just been political correctness. And they're doing it to satisfy their political godfathers, their political leaders, as they claim who they are to them. So as the result, the ordinary Liberians, the ordinary people who are looking for a sense of directions, uh, it leaves them into, it creates that gap where to go because The media itself is polarized. The media has been heavily infiltrated by those boys, those guys, the leaders. So they are restructuring the tone. The leaders, the media has become the fixer of whatever is from the GOL or is coming from the opposition. They have become the fixer of things that is happening. So that is very scary. Let's welcome one of our young guy who is also making an extraordinary sacrifice, rendering getting the news where it should be, and always like our man to Roland Harris White Jr. is our Southeastern correspondent, volunteering with the Liberia Public Radio since it's coming into being. He has done an extraordinary job getting things, information, especially his coverage when it comes to the DEA and other things. Is very, very, very much informative and informing. Roland, we want to say thank you so much for all what you do for this network, and we'll continue to something. I know you're going to be a little bit crazy to say my Christmas on you, but my Christmas on you, I just want some kind of fresh monkey meat or some kind of groundhog, nice one to cook up pepper soup. I don't know how you're going to get here, but whatever it is, I say thank you so much. So, like I said, there was a conference, I believe you listened to that on the State Broadcasting Corporation. So there was a news conference hosted by the President of the Republic of Liberia, perhaps to put to rest on some of the things here. Let me see here. I try to bring the video itself here, but let me see. Somebody do me a favor. If the audio is good, let me know. If not, then I will just kind of like brush it down. But let's listen to some excerpts of the president, the joint, I believe it was a sort of joint interview, people from different media institutions. They were all involved in that interview here. Let's listen to it and I will get your reaction.
It's a military country. They are trying, I think on the 28th of this month, they'll be having their election. We in Liberia are positioning ourselves as peacemakers. Cote d'Ivoire is working well with us. I just went to Ouattara's fourth election as president. There too, we thank God, could have been some conflict there. So, FOIA project is intended to be a hub for peacemaking in the sub-region. Matabio can drive straight to FOIA. The President of Guinea can come to FOIA. Even if Cote d'Ivoire will be the only country that will fly. So the project there is an international project intended to prepare FOIA as a place where we resolve these crises and making them very private by the president, people meeting there. International meetings will take place there. It's not a Joseph Parker project. In fact, it started without me knowing because probably they knew that I would have presented it. So it is not a private project.
Okay, let me pause this here. And is it audible to you guys? Roland, Breakable, Nathan, Benany. Was the audio heard from the president while he was speaking? Because I have the video, but I was just using the audio version to play it. Somebody just give me a thumbs up or just answer, yeah, class, something like that. Let me just, I don't just want to be playing it because I try to kind of break it down little by little, and I want all of us to form to participate here. So somebody just do me a, okay, good. Thank you so much, Benedict. All right, so that was the president during the week in that conference. So there are a lot of unanswered questions from my end. I'm not sure all of the questions were resolved and how the folks that were part of that interview process, how it was handled. But if you listen to that, let me just go by. Now I know the audio is clear, so we're going to do it piece by piece. Let's perform the surgical operation this evening, and you're going to have your say, and I'm going to have my say as well. Let's take a look again.
There too, we thank God, could have been some conflict there. So, FOIA project is intended to be a hub for peacemaking in the sub-region.
So I don't understand how at that point maybe it's the security details it might come. I'm not sure whether there are going to be other explanation to have for it to be selected as a hub for peacemaking. Because what makes it kind of really giving them more attention to ask more questions is because there were multiple voices with respect to this. How long this stays in the news cycle, how long this stays in the public cycle when people were speculating, when people was wondering who get this, who doing this, how this thing is being done. And we have multiple explanation, not even unanswered questions with respect to this initiative coming from the Ministry of Information, the presidential, the press secretary, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, who is a direct proxy of the president, who helped to draft the agenda of the president, and came out to say they don't know. And you have a deputy minister who's supposed to be the one to restructure government tone, even when there's a mistake. They need to curve government message. Was all on out to unleashing and getting into fight with people for whatever reason, and making comparisons of the past to reawaken people bad feelings. I think that was wrong. That was wrong. And the inability of these men and women who were part of that interview, their inability to do a follow-up question, that's just being dishonest. Manaro said they never knew anything about it. So to just come out, and this is where the problem is, and this is where people sometimes get upset. It's not we want things. We want a union. We know what a Manariba, the OAU, the African unions, and all of these. We know these organizations. I would be glad if any of these big Western and the ECOWAS to have a regional hub, to have a regional office or whatever thing for some sort of peace conference. It's good. Why we see other countries to fly there? But when you see these things happening, when media flag it, and when people are talking about it, and there's no authentic and genuine information being provided, those who have the information, when they cannot say it, when they cannot tell you what that does, people fill in the vacuum. And then you can blame the people. The Ministry of Public Works, multiple tones, hearing big money name, who all contributed to that. It said Liberia was, how was the process? How many other countries expressed their interest to have a security hub in their country? Did Sierra Leone contest it? Ivory Coast, Guinea, or Ghana? How many of them? Is that a Mana River within the Mana River enclave, or whatever? What was it like? Or was it a unilateral decision by all of these countries? And how many conferences, meeting was held? Where would these meetings take place? In order to see whether there will be an assessment team who have gone to FOIA or gone to other places, look at the terrain, the possibility, the advantage and disadvantage, the accessibility, and all of that. Those technical details, everything going to be worked out. Was those things done? And if so, where? And where can we find those information? Is there anything that should be in the domain that a citizen should supposed to know? Our house in town, they were getting soya that crossed down there, and for different varieties of reason. I am not saying it is a bad thing, but when you hold on to information, knowing fully well that you know, I saw you see people see things happening, get ahead of the game. This was mismanaged. It was wrong. And it is still wrong because there are still unanswered questions. Let's listen to the other piece.
Bio can drive straight to Foya. The President of Guinea can come to Foya. Even if Cote d'Ivoire will be the only country that will fly. So the project there is an international project intended to prepare Foya as a place where we resolve these crises and making them very private by the president, people meeting there, international meetings will take place there. It's not a Joseph Parker project.
Okay. International venues, people taking place, meetings taking place there. Why make it? It must be a strategic place. We must have access to a lot of technology, internet, electricity, everything, or it's just a temporary thing. Let me bring in one of the strong supporters of the Boasians. We keep a fair balance and proportionate in our information here. Let's see this evening. Today is Sunday. For God's sake, today is Sunday. Let's see what are the rumbling going to go on here again and give justifications of this action. It is who they are. And we they got a saying that say there's no bad boy for a child. Now his office, his other guy is now trying to distract me, calling me on the other phone. That's what they do here. They do not like me to be here to take on these critical issues because it's so embarrassing and inconvenient for them. Let me go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tara Collins is a senior analyst of the Liberia Public Radio, LPR TV, and strong supporter of President Jose Newman Boakai. Let me bring in Tara here and let Bamboo Duvakola. Happy Sunday to Tara Collins. Good to have you. I am back. I don't know whether you pray for me or having shoulder pains, my hands, everything, even up to this time. You see the liberal. By the time you surface, the liberal is calling me on the side. He knows very well I'm on. He knows that I'm live, but he's calling me, and I'm going to expose him right now. I'm going to put you on. Liberal, I am on. You are trying to distract me. I'll put you on this spot. You run away. Okay, Terry, good to have you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mr.
Yeah, I didn't send that message, in the chat room. Sometimes, some things you just try to kind of keep it, don't go to make people panic. Maybe they have been doing stuff and whatever, it just needed a little rest. That was the case. But yeah, I'm gonna do a.
But you went to check up the doctor or so?
Yeah, I went there. I was there. They did some X-ray. I even have a orthopedic stuff again tomorrow to see. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the weather? Sometimes the cold too can shift, and when the cold come in, the body respond differently.
Yeah, but anything more involvement, we can say other someone who knows some of the factors think that. but yeah, hopefully there's no dislocation and all of those kind of things too. Yeah, that's what I'm just hoping on. So Terry, good evening. Hey, yeah. Evelyn Collins, good evening. Good to have you here. Are you rallying people from Minnesota because you're coming to join?
I'm not rallying anybody else, Mr. Sue.
Okay. Did you listen to the press conference recently I hosted? That was the high kick. I wasn't able to form part of that conversation. I'm not sure whether you and the liberal had your Tabata already on it as usual, but the other day it was so ridiculous. It was absurd. And I don't know if do you guys go back to listen to yourself when some of these things can defend you? Do you guys go back? But you're finito, right?
No, I do listen and I do see some stuff that we speak, which is good, actually. But again, Mr. So everybody has their own way to interpret their own, their own concept, what they feel, how they think about the situation.
What is your obligation to the people, to the viewer, when you come here? You as an analyst, what is your thinking here, regardless of you being a supporter of a specific person? About what is the biggest thing at the back of your mind? The
Liberia.
telephone I used to call here has transitions unbelievably. I don't know whether you're being indoctrinated or and who did that. My only guess here would be uh, the liberal. I've been a little bit judgmental because I know his style. You don't even call me. All your conversation now flies over Rhode Island to California.
No,
Yeah,
Mr.
let
So.
me hear you.
Mr. So you are the examiner, when we call you, that means something serious are happening. But but yeah, is it I did not listen to all the program, all the presidents saying, because I couldn't read it. I have not gotten a real. I went on ERBC a channel there to see whether if I will listen to the speech clear. The speech was not clear. I went to LMTV. The speech was not clear. But the snippets that people posting is very clear. Those are the snippets that have been dropping because I really wanted to listen to the full speech. But from the snippets that I have been eardropping, I have begun to draw a conclusion from my perspective. But yeah, like you said, when we come on the
What,
network,
what is the conclusion? Don't twist the car here.
when we
The snippers, Persley, whatever it is. What is the conclusion?
Mr. So when we come on the network, we come with the mindset to position Liberia. That's what we come for. But here is the thing here, the truth here is this. Uh the people putting the president in situation he can't handle, right? And they're putting the president in a very tight position that is compelling the president to do things that he's not supposed to be doing, right? The management with the project here is just like, forgive me if I say it, it's just like when you use a bathroom in a plastic bag, like how we used to use the Sony, and your stomach was running. And then how you touch a plastic bag, something will come outside. That's how it looking. Because the president's statement, right? The president exposed himself in many ways that I myself felt very embarrassed. In a
Are you
sense that,
are you still embarrassed?
well, I'm not embarrassed in the president, but I saw from the perspective that the president was trying to protect, his presidency. And to me, he did the right thing by coming up to the public and taking the hard questions, sat on the hot seat. That could not have been the former president. He sat on the hot seat.
You see,
He took
this
the
is where you
question. He was bombarded and he conceded to some extent. And he made the main takeaway here is that the president made a word to understand that he has nothing to do with that project. But
Jesus.
all around it, all around it, the other things where the president said people started building project, he didn't know about it. That was not good for him being the president. All right. Then he said it's the project for the Mano River. He talked about how Mata Bio would drive and come, the Guinea president. The distance interval. I don't know if you've been to Sierra Leone. The distance from the border to to
I
to
can tell you
Freetown,
I can tell you more.
uh,
I
to
was
Freetown
I
is
was
very far.
spent
The
years in
distance from
right.
Lofa border to Conakry is very far. Those places, those presidents don't go to those kind of places. You see? So and here's the thing. The estate was built in the home of the president. That one makes it more complicated and make it hard for us to defend. So the president, for me, the president, just what the president said, I go with that one. What he said,
What?
that he said something. He said, what he said that they were building the project, and when he got to know about it, he told them, he said, no, you can't do this because he knew within himself that that would cost him.
Terry, that is indefensible. I gotta interrupt you
That's
here.
all.
Say, why would the
The
president,
president,
how long this thing stays in the news cycle? So do you honestly believe that the president don't know? Let's take it on the surface that the president claimed he doesn't know about it. And where this is where my disappointment comes from with those that were doing the interview. Because if I were part of that interview, they always have something they call open-ended questions. And T Max and those people, they should know better than that. But what they did, they were dishonest to the listeners, because I don't know whether the president ever took responsibility, but he removing himself. I didn't know anything. Now you know what next. That question wasn't asked. Now you know. You claim that you didn't know. Now you know. What next? What are you going to do now?
But the president
So how
already
will
told
the
you
president?
who the
How
project
will
is
the
for.
president? So, I mean, there's a big contradiction. How will he say he didn't know these things are going on, and it's an international hub where you have Sierra Leone, Guinea, and all of that. So, were these conversations? Then who proxy the affairs of the government? So I think the president will kick the can down the road. Let's be honest here. And you would not want to say it, but you are already alluded that you are embarrassed. And I know you are still embarrassed. It's indefensible. The liberal knows that this is why he's not coming here today. So I shouldn't have told him, say I'm on. But I know you guys have communicated.
No,
Oh,
me and
here,
Labor don't talk like that.
here we go.
Me and
Yeah,
Labor don't just talk like that.
here we
Labor
go.
come and rescue me. That way
Here
you see the rescue
we
one.
go.
The political
Oh,
guru.
that that baby, you start doing. Uh, I don't know song. How they call it in a song power? How they call it a long time? I can't remember in Labro again. That's what it is. So this one here, I don't know, and I'm going to see here tonight. Good,
Mr. So the
the good fire
president.
breaker is good fire breaker is here tonight. In a real fire breaker suit. So we're going to see how it look like here. But look, Terry, come on. There's no any doubt you can put on this thing here. So now he knows. What next?
So the president already told you what next. So what next is that that particular property is going to be turned over to the government. So whosoever Babati Unity Party people that wanted to build something over there to give it to the president, to put it under the president's name, knowing
Strong
that this
job.
man have
Doctor, thank you.
officially declared his asset, declare his asset, sometime that way bad news.
Yeah, I don't
The,
know why.
the,
Yeah, now why is liberal drinking? I don't know why he always he want to
you
bring
know.
distraction here, but I'm not going to be distracted. I will asking those questions that I have in mind, and hopefully he will answer them honestly. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, so the president was able to come out clearly and say, look, gentlemen, this project is not for me. This particular project, you see, is for the Liberian government. So, and that settled the matter. And what makes it more unique that again have put the opposition on a running flight is that this president went to the Liberian Broadcasting Radio and spoke to the nation and allowed himself to take questions from journalists. And he nipped it in the bud. I agree. There were some mistakes. He said something that I myself do not agree with.
What? Like
But
what?
again,
Like what? Why you did?
like I told you earlier, Mr. Sola, he said that he did not know, right, that the project was going on, and they came and told him because they knew that he was going to put a stop to it. In my opinion, right?
So this is where the contradiction is. So before this thing came into place, and I'm going to expose two of you here this evening. I don't
Oh
care what
Jesus.
you do because you're not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to expose you. To say that he didn't know before one stake or something was erected, don't you think there were conferences were held? Is that what the president tell him? Nothing of such took place? They think it was just automatic? Do you believe that, Terry?
Mr.
Today is
So,
Sunday.
Mr. So, if I am the president for Liberia and somebody is erecting a structure in Foya, how will I know that? Somebody in my government is erecting a property in Foya, right? In my name. How would I have known if nobody gave me hint about it? The only thing I am looking at here, when he got to know that this project was ongoing without his acquaintances, he should have taken a major action. That is the only thing. Because there's a possibility that people decide to carry on this project without my knowledge. I didn't know about AU building project,
So,
something I don't know about it. Obviously, when it comes to my attention, what I need to do is that the same thing he did with the yellow machine. With on the yellow machine,
So
he should have
now
fired people.
it has become a pattern, consistent pattern of this president not knowing things that he should know as the chief executive. So you are telling me here, if there was an incursion, God forbid, in that country, you don't have intelligence, we don't have the presence of the joint security, Terry Collins. What was your sermon in church today that you tried to restructure it? Let me go to the son top man here
My
because
sermon was not about JMB project.
the liberal.
Good evening, Mr. So. Good evening. Thank you for having us here tonight.
This is not an eating ground, please. We're on a
Mr. So, first of all, I'm protesting. Me drinking my whatever the name is, I'm protesting. As a board chair, I have not gotten paid in almost 4 months. And you're gonna bring me on a Sunday afternoon and now don't want me to drink water? Mr. So, what is your question? What is your question, Mr. So?
I had the opportunity to have a conversation regarding this, whatever going the drama from FOIA, which the president spoke about already.
It's not a drama. It's a real life situation. Mr. So, in the first time in the history of the Republic of Liberia, the president, excuse me, the president of the Republic of Liberia traveled, drove, walked, whatever it is, went to the media. He went to media. Media didn't come to him. And he said, let's talk. Let's talk. Any issue you have on mind. And these people, instead of focusing on the developmental agenda of the president, they decided to sway the conversation towards the FOIA project. Just because they want to compare, oh, yeah, we got this. So no, far from it. The president took it head on, Mr. So. First time in history. The president told you, I don't lie. The president told you, I'm a truthful person. I, the late Ghanaian president, Mr. Clean, they call me. I don't use government money to better myself. The president told us that. Yes, the interesting thing. He said, Mr. So, and I think that should close the thing only. He said, when the people, those who started the project, those who initiated the project,
who are those?
Mr. So, the liberals on the floor. The liberals on the floor. The liberals on the floor. Now, the president said, those who initiated the project did not inform me. I didn't know about it until now. After the information passed on to the president, you think the Liberia a banana republic? And the people told him what kinds of project it was. He said, fine. ECWA has a leadership. ECWA is a state organization, government, state-to-state government organization. Our inquiry. You don't think the president already find out from these different presidents of members of ECWA? Mr. So, let me finish. Don't you think that he's already inquired and the people told him, yes, indeed? And you're going to come here and can't tell me, say, we should be embarrassed? Embarrassed about what? This is the first time. This president do not lie to nobody. The president stood up and told you, this is not my project. This is the project for the government that is being built through ECWA. Now wait until you see when the man get out of office and he run to the project, then you can come on with it. But he said this, he wait to see if the project finish and it's not going to be turned over to the government Republic of Liberia. What a shame the president is over here running themselves like some kind of business. Look, the liberal is not going to fall with your game. The president is quite on track. The president told us this, and there's no embarrassment here. This is the good president. For the first time, I'm proud to be a Liberian. Sitting on a president, what kind? Who would tell you publicly, don't lie to you. No adore here. This is a serious business and a serious. This is no children play, Mr. So please.
This is quite interesting to see what is unfolding. Uh, It shows of the challenges and the lot to go. So I'm wondering here, he was told. So then, who were those people that negotiated without the president? If the president claimed it's a security or peacemaking, I don't know what sort of peace, whatever conferences terrorists came here. We know the distance. I don't know here. I was in Sierra Leone for years before coming to places here. So who were those people that were negotiating on behalf of the government of Liberia? You want to come here and look in the eyes of the camera and say you're in agreement with the president that yes, the president doesn't know how long this thing stays in the news cycle. Where you have the so hold on 1 second. You have the Ministry of Information. They were unable to tell us precisely what that project, how it came into being. They couldn't tell us. The Ministry of Public Works, your friends, your brother Gideon, came out say the executive mansion can speak about it. Executive mansion, Kula Fofana, could not tell us. Then the chief of staff to the president during the confirmation could not and said that he had no idea of the president. So are they saying they were all isolated people from different countries? ECOWAS came and were building nothing and they put it down before the president was informed. So if it was in caution, is that how we want to get it done? Is that how they want to protect our country?
Mr. So,
You to come here and tell
Mr.
us,
So,
can
Mr.
you?
So,
No,
let
no,
me,
listen. No. I'm speaking. We do it one at a time. You were talking. I never interrupt. And even if I were to interrupt, I am the question. I am the questioner. I should stop you if you're roller skating. I should stop you for the audience to be informed. Yeah. Okay. Let me. Another Washington calling for the league. You can come.
we're not going to listen to unless somebody is on the road with us. Other than that, we're not going to listen to no need say or yeah. Let me make my point clear here, Mr. So. I'm not here for kumbaya to you and the people who are criticizing me. I'm not here for kumbaya. This is not what I do. I'm here to be truthful. Now,
You're not being truthful. You're not being truthful.
That's your feeling. That's your belief. Whatever it is, up to you. I am here to be truthful. This is what I'm going to tell you and people who are not running with this thing here. Let me say this. You and all of us as Liberians should be grateful to have such a president who will not lie to us, to have such a president to come out and tell us the truth of what is happening.
Look, the president lied.
Mr. So, let me make my point.
The president lied.
What? No, unbelievable. Let me say this. This is the truthful president that we ever had from Tottenham time up to now. Every one of them can lie except for President Bakai. Let me say that, and I'm saying it with no shame. They ain't got no shame. Let me put it in Liberian English. All the other presidents can lie except for President Bakai. President Bakai don't lie. Look, Mr. So, this is where you when you guys analyze this thing. This is the first thing you need to think about. Was he forced to come on and tell us?
No. He forced.
No, well, yeah. you ever force the father.
I can't force him, but you as a leader.
I thought you said when you're talking, I shouldn't talk. So when I'm talking, you want to interrupt now. Is that how you want to run the show again? What do you think? A banana republic or something like Soviet Union? We're not in Soviet Union. Please let me speak. Now, Mr. So, let me say this again. This president came up. He knew what all this thing was coming, and he came up. And the best way to deal with it, he felt with himself, is to be truthful. He told you, I don't know how this thing, when the people initially, I didn't know about it. Now I know that this project is a government project funded by ECOWAS. Have you heard from any ECOWAS community member to say, no, we didn't do that thing? Where you coming from? Are you member of ECOWAS parliament now? That you, Mr. Snow, Edwin Snow, now deny that you don't know about it? That now you're the president, whatever the president said goes. And you know what? If I was a president spokesman, I say, y'all go sue me. What y'all do? I say that government property, not for me. Now, on a serious note,
If this president were to get out of office and go sit in there, then you can say you lie. The president told us the truth, and we're gonna run away with that truth, whether you like it or not. You know, one of the things I respect, and I know exactly what's gonna happen. Sedition. They don't know where to run their mouth. Blah, 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 blah.
This is not sedition issue.
No, it's a CDC. It's a CDC. Instead of that now, you know what they're gonna do now? And I'm being very sincere. I'm giving them free advice. Free advice. They don't have to pay me. I'm a political guru. They should listen to me. Free advice. If they were to just zip it and let the Liberian people talking among themselves, I'm sure they will carry a little weight against Unity Party. But CDC going to make it their own, and people say, "Oh, we know they are the politicians. That all is."
All right, I think the House is in for
the president of the Republic. We should be grateful to this president to be honest with us and talk to us. When was the last time you saw Joe? We are standing.
James Akwe, can you please look at your email, please?
When was the last time you saw president? We are a former president. We are doing that kinds of stuff. Just give me a break, man. You would find a good president. The only sad thing here, Mr. So, is that we got him at a very late age. I wish we would have gotten him when he was very young. Liberia would have been booming by now. Thank you.
Before I bring in, thank God, I think on the flip side, it's good we get him at an old age, because in a young age, they were being here. But you see, this is one of the nights that I am so much disappointed in you, Labour, if I've never. To see your argument here this evening is so disappointed and totally disbelief. I can't believe what I'm hearing from you. But again,
what do you want me to do? Lie to you? I'd rather be truthful. Whether you agree with me or not, it doesn't matter. I have to be truthful. And people who say I lie, that their business. I ain't here to come and make friends. I'm here to be truthful.
And that's why I do, because you don't care. It's all about yourself. But Keto, let me just bring you in here. We had this conversation here. Let me see here. We're going to do it piece by piece here. And then you can respond, because you're listening to a lot of his tabata. Let's listen to a little excerpt.
In fact, it started without me knowing, because probably they knew that I would have presented. So it is not a private project. It's a peace building place. It's a place where the sub-region can meet.
Keto, in fact, it started without me knowing. If I knew, I would resist it. And the other those journalists, this is the disappointing aspect, because there is always you as an interviewer, you are in charge of the process, and you are obligated to open the minds, to provide for your program to provide clarity. Now, the second, what I anticipated, that interviewer, T. Maxwell, and I'm going to call him. Now the president said, now you know what next. That question was being asked. So if you know, you don't know. So you are telling me these alleged corruption. I thought somebody was brought out, somebody want to have hair on their shoulder. We are hearing about these corruption cases, this and that. So you don't know all of these monies and stuff that have been missing. Now you hear about it. Bring him back to the yellow machine. There was no apology to the president to say, you know what, this is what we should have explained this better than what we are doing now. That did not happen. You see the Liberal, this guy, coming up and spewing out all of this garbage for him and think that it's okay, he's comfortable with it. This is how people abuse the beauty of microphone. That's exactly what this Liberal and his ally are doing, being assisted by the co-pastor. Let me hear you.
Thank you, Mr. So. It's been a long time. We stopped seeing you on
I wish it had still been a long time.
Stop seeing you.
You were happy. Oh, I hope that you need to take time, or you need to go to how they call orthopedic to do this, that, so that he and his guy would come here and talk all of it.
I was supposed to be hosting the show tonight.
Okay.
Terry, how you doing? I follow you on your program. Listening to it is interesting. So, Mr. So, Mr. Toll, the liberal progressive, this is the reason
Thank you,
why the
Keto.
progressive never succeeded.
Yeah, the other four man are living North Dakota. You're gonna hear what you're gonna say here too tonight.
This is the reason why the progressive
Fanatic.
that brought about multi-party democracy in our society, that agitated, that brought about coup, war, they never succeeded to become president of that nation to run the country because all of their dreams and aspirations were built on lies, falsehood. We see what the liberal is doing here, the progressive, the man who championed some of the progressive idea or most of the progressive idea. Liberal come on this platform that you have hundreds of thousands of people listening to come and defend something that is so bad. Let me go to the president, what the president said. Look, before the president could even say he didn't know, the president justified the project. He justified why the project was significant.
Right.
The project was about peace building. The first thing when Timas asked that question, if I didn't know, I would say, look, Timas, I didn't know nothing about that project. I didn't want that project to take place. But after they did it behind me and they convinced me and I saw the importance of it, I said, okay, let's go with this. But the president said he didn't want it. If he knew about it, he would have stopped it. Okay. So why he didn't stop it now when the news came out? Why you allow it to continue to happen? If you knew about it, you would have stopped it. It's not important to you. You would have stopped it.
So I have a little piece. How long this thing stays within the news cycle before
Yes.
it comes under? How many government officials address themselves to this?
To speak about it. And this the lie will continue to say. Oh, don't say the old man that the father. No, he's a liar. He lied. He is a liar. You know why I say he's a liar? Go back to the yellow machine. He wrote the legislator and told the legislature that it was his friend that saw his vision and wanted to help bring about his vision, bring a vision to life. Only to find out that he said the finance minister will pay for it. They go. We say the vice president should go to China to go make an arrangement for yellow machine that will be cheaper. You understand? The second lie, $50 million was secured for 250 Liberians to come abroad to go to school. Lies. And he went before the microphone and spoke with confidence. And then the liberal come here, playing don't care in the Liberian people. Liberal, sometimes you gotta muster the courage to come and say, look, the president screw up on this one. Let people see how genuine you are as a liberal or political guru. You think that thing will fly?
Why are you calling this guy guru? Is he still a guru to you?
No, he's not. He's a flunky. As far as I can say, he's a flunky right now. He's a political flunky or intellectual dishonest. Man, the only thing I will clap for the liberal for when it comes to the engineering side, I clap for him. But politically, he failed miserably like the so-called or progressive. Miserably. And that's a sad thing for our society. Look, let's be honest here. The president don't have to come out to make any statement when he knows things are wrong. Let hair roll. Why you did this? Why you did that? The first thing, when Gillespie, the late Gillespie, let his soul rest in peace. When Gillespie asked the people to give them over 500,000 United States dollars to purchase 5 Eagles, right? The president never addressed that. He never addressed that. Even though he was not even president proper, he never addressed that. That's where I knew that this president will never fight corruption. The president is only doing lip service. He running after seditions. You understand? People from the past administration to destroy CDC, so CDC can never come out because that's his agenda. Because the people around him are convinced that he will not go second term. And if he doesn't go second term, CDC will take it and they will be out of job. You were speaking when I was driving. I drove for 10 minutes. You were speaking. Liberal.
You're not in charge.
Drink your Suntap. That thinking in 1980, you still drinking it. Drink it. That's thinking. Drink that Suntap.
Where you are keeping it?
I don't even know because we used to buy it and knock it to make that sound. Wow. That 1980 when you're progressive pro trouble in our country. You understand? No, but it's sad. Let call a spade a spade. Maybe the president is not in the know. Maybe the president, like he said, he's sorry for all timer in the book and say, but people pushing to come and say, I'm on the floor. I have right to my opinion.
No credible evidence. You do not have any kind of
liberal a man who will come out.
I'm going to mute you, liberal, when you keep interrupting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A man who will come out, right, knows that something didn't go that well with him, defend it and say, oh, I didn't know about it, I would have stopped it. But you still say it's important for our region, even though the region have no idea of what you're constructing. I remember you were alive, me liberal, when we were constructing the OAU village, the OAU place in San Nicolas. They didn't have it from Guinea. They didn't have it from Ivory Coast. They didn't have it from Sierra Leone. It was all in the news. When they were building Hotel Africa, they didn't have it for nobody. It was all in the news. What about this project that is so security minded that Liberian people know about it, that they got to hide it from the rest of the region? And people got to come and discover it and bring it out for the government official to stop lying here and there. If for you, OAU, if for United, what?
Let me break in. Let's go to just tighten your belt. Your pressure might end up going up.
The liberal say that the coal can really get kettle hotter because
I tell you.
Yeah, these guys.
They got shameless though. When I see the pastor online preaching, I can be wondering. I say, if God was like before, you remember when God struck Sophia for stealing God was sent Tucknell, lightning and thunder, fire.
Let's go to North Dakota, Foya, another Foya. Let's see where we want to get from James Akwe. Akwe.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, I will be the first to admit that there was bad public relations and concerning the structure or the facility, ongoing project there in Foya. The spinning of it by a number of public by a number of officials of government, was not too good. But I can say this much, and I love the clarification made by President Boakai, and I believe and trust exactly what he said. I don't know who will be speaking the truth. Can I be telling us the truth? Or will others on the other side who are desperate to come back to power will be telling us the truth? President Boakai is telling you that this is a project. Like I said earlier, there were some missteps when it comes to the 4-year project. But now the woman is telling you, look, fellow Liberians, look at my age. Do you think, I really need this thing? What am I going to do with this thing? Then he's telling you that this is a monorail project. You cannot always control what goes outside, but you can always control what goes within. That's what I said earlier. The PR, the public relations earlier around the entire 4-year project was not too good, but at least we are getting some clarity from the CRC, from the commander-in-chief, telling us exactly that this project, is an MRU project, and I want us to be able to accept it and roll with that. Because look here,
the second statement.
Look here, you know what? Yeah, just look here now, Mr. So. Yeah, you may say that it was not timely, it was belated because people they are being public outburst and outcry about the project. They're in Foya, and why is it maybe he was not too timely or he was late in talking about it. But again, I think that was just it, to come out to boldly tell the Liberian people that this is an MRU project and this is not going to be my home. And I don't know whether that is not enough. You and I sat right here and we heard repeat. And okay, Keta also talk about the yellow machines. Also, the PR around the yellow machine was not too good. But then what did the president do?
How many times
have this? What is it? What did the president do concerning the yellow machines? Mr. Vice President, please chase after this thing. And when you say some people really supposed to lose their job, okay, that's led with the chief executive, and But then the vice president went after it. What did we see later on? We saw reduced amount of prices of what? Of yellow machines or the equipment, and that's what we can speak of. Yes, there were some errors. Earlier procurement processes, PPCC. I mean, jumping over
Letter,
this,
letter,
doing
letter
this.
to the Senate and all.
That letter to the Senate, there will be again a part of the missteps there when you go through the entire thing. But then we see that some clarification will make you can beat on and President Barker, the United Party, to say, oh yeah, this thing, yeah. But at least we have a president who is somehow truthful to the Liberian people.
These
So
are
say,
not people you can reason with.
yeah, you have a president who will be able to sit down to reason logically with the Liberian people, unless
have the capacity.
Yes, who have the capacity and who have the proclivity and innovation. And you and myself sat right here, Mr. So we heard time with our number that this guy who was president before, the Lucky Gronabo, who was president of the country, had condominiums, marsh, and the rest of it. There has been no clarification being made on a particular thing.
Yeah, you see?
Let's be frank about that. But then the president can come out to say, yes, this particular thing, this is that. But then people still don't want to accept it. People want to spin it anyhow, play the politics all out of it. Them will sit down and spin their head and know their head. When they have somebody in the executive mansion just yesterday who could not even speak to the press on the issues. Hey, man. Yeah. What are we saying? Yeah. That I continue to say that even today I was talking to some young people, I was telling them this. Liberia made 2 errors in their whole throughout the lifespan so far of the country. Civil war and making sure we are president of the country. It was a serious error. And I can see that mistake is not going to be repeated anymore.
Akwe, can you listen, please, when we call your attention? Okay. I see how struggling you are because you want to be the fixer. And you started up here as if you're going to concede, and then you try to be politically correct. You lie, and you still want to lie.
So what is the truth now, Mr. So?
So now he knows about it.
So you tell me the truth. What is the truth now? You tell me the truth.
You need to tell me because, listen, because first and foremost, and Kato really put it into context here, how long this thing stays within the public domain.
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
And for the president to come and tell us that he doesn't know about it, you having such a gigantic, huge sort of investment in your country, and people are going to be driving, only one person going to be flying. I don't know how he's going to be going there, what are you going to be using his jet. So what? So who were those people that proxy the affairs that even negotiated that without the executive? If there's going to be a hub of a security as he claimed to be. Now, fast forward, he said people are going to be held accountable. He didn't know. People saw it like people were selling our country, selling the resources of the country without the chief executive knowing. Now you know that people are selling our country unknowingly to you. What becomes the fate of those people? Did he explain that?
Yeah, so Mr. So that's what I said earlier. There may have been some mistake, but I wait and see. I know too well.
I'm not waiting to see anything because nothing's going to happen.
Who told you nothing's going to happen? So look here. I want you give President Buckeye time on our MRU and see whether nothing will really happen. Because he made it very clear to you. At least we now know Keta and so at least we now know. We are now aware that this is not going to be a hold
on. You don't. Keta.
Why Keta again?
Do not interrupt me. If I see your name, I see Keta name, I see Collins name. Keta, official game time of match, international matches is 90 minutes.
extra 3 minutes, 4 minutes description to the match commissioner. The referee depends on the different break. This guy from North Dakota, from 4-year base in North Dakota, he's telling us now we must give time again. They are every day consistently asking for the extension. I said it was a good prediction. We're not going to hear anything different from what the liberals been so ridiculous here tonight. That's exactly Akwe came here, but Akwe tried to change the surface here. Oh, there was a public relations try to kind of like pull cosmetic around it, but go back within the same rabbit hole that the liberal and terror went in.
Yeah, and Akwe have the audacity to ask the question, what is the truth? Mr. So telling
what is the truth now? You tell me the truth.
I'll come and tell you the truth. Hold on. Let me tell you the truth. The truth here is the president lied. That's the truth. The president lied. That's the truth. The president lied. That's the truth. I will say it 4 times. The president lied, and that's the truth.
But then what's
Hold on. Let me tell you.
The project now. So who's going to pay?
Can you hold your peace, please?
The president lied, and that's the truth. The president and the cycle all around him. There are people noted for lying. From the first lady office about scholarship, lie. The president office about scholarship, lie. The president office about yellow machine, lie. The president office, so many things, lie. And the surrogates don't even know how to control the narrative. We got people like you and the liberal progressive wannabe politician, so-called guru, on the platform eating crow tonight, but don't know how to even keep it in his throat. But he putting it back out. You understand?
Right, and it's on top to have it to go down.
Eating crow tonight. We have the pastor sitting in the background praying, kumbaya, kumbaya, hallelujah, kumbaya. Let me tell you something here. President Bouaka will not get out of this mess because there was a letter that came from the ambassador for Mana River, the ambassador in Liberia, Mana River Union ambassador.
Okay.
That said they have no idea about the project. They're not paying one dime about the project. Another lie the president told. Another lie. The project is almost 85 to 90% complete, but he said Mana River will pay for it. How is Mana River Union going to pay for a project that is already almost done with?
So what is the project for now? You tell me.
Who is spending that money right now on that project? If it's a Mana River project and Mana River is supposed to pay for it. I thought it was still going to break ground and we got a project on hand that Mana River will fund this project, so we're breaking ground for it. No, we see the project is already being executed to almost the finishing. And we say, Mana, you see when you the thing about lying. You stranger on the platform right now. You stranger. You stranger liberal. You stranger liberal.
To say all of the rubbish he wants to say here about the leader
of the Mr. So, I want you to ask Keto for me. I don't want to be the one to ask you. I want you to ask Keto.
You hold your peace. Hold your peace. Lord, hold on. Lord, liberal, hold on. Liberal, hold on. That's not how we conduct. No,
going on and on.
Pape, please. We having a drink your son tap, okay? Drink your son tap. When it is your turn, I will call you.
Slow down, liberal. The son tap will help you.
You run away with the people. All their meat from Kenton, Ohio. You carry them away. You take them to Sacramento. You want me to talk? I will talk you.
I told you all right. You got nothing else to say. I've been telling you.
But the thing you talking, Mr. So, when I called the liberal was in Ohio. The liberal sounded like he was so frustrated. The liberal sounded like, hey, my people, what kind of mess the poor put up in?
You know the guy there?
I don't know what to say.
Let me go to. You know what they did? Even Keto, he begged me not to come on. He begged me not to have conversation about this here, and he cannot deny that.
I don't want to believe it.
I'm not talking to you. I said liberal.
Yeah, but I said I will not believe what you say, Mr. So.
Okay, I can prove it. Should I prove it?
Prove it.
I'm not talking to you.
You see me drinking my juice.
So do you have the recording? that recording.
I go say the memo, prove it.
Yeah, prove it.
No,
That was liquor
did
talk.
I tell you to prove it? I drink my juice. You ask your question. I drink my. Where you coming from with proving something?
That was a liquor talk.
You and Akwe talk about it, and he said that me and I'm drinking. You ask question. I'm drinking my juice. So move on with your show.
This is unbelievable. My goodness, I can't stand here.
Behind the scene, the public can say bye, but
let me go to Terry, and then I'll go to Liberal. Terry, is there a change in mind here? There should there be moving into new year? Do we expect to see a new way of conducting things? You know, the CDC have problem with this here. These multiple people speaking, and Sandra Johnson, and they behave like a toddler. He doesn't understand that he's a deputy minister, for God's sake, for public affairs of the Republic of Liberia. He just doesn't only speak to partisans. He just doesn't only speak to the people of Liberia. When he speaks to the diplomatic enclave of government position. He doesn't understand that. Do you think, or is it because of their support, this is their political payback? Are we going to live through that again for 2026? And this woman would come and tell us he doesn't know, and they didn't tell him. Now he know. He can't even tell us. Now he know what is the next action to avoid this. That push-up question, follow-up question was even asked. I don't know why. That is what disappointing. But are we going to roll this thing continuously into 2026, and then you guys want to come back here and give justification of that? Can you afford doing that, Terry? You that I know?
So the government we're running in Liberia is not like a sophisticated system. You will have these kind of intricacies continuously. You cannot preempt or predict that whether if we will come by here again to talk something similar to this. But here is the thing, the president being an elderly statesman, you know, were able to go to the media, just what he did with the yellow machine thing, to lay to rest the controversy. And the people respect him for that because he's an elderly statesman. And Liberian people have not lost the culture. I thought we did, but we have not. That is the reason why when he went to the radio station, it quieted everything. You know, I was telling somebody, I said, Stanton Waterspoon had a papi, he honor his airboat with the hosting, the property in Foya. That because this was going to bring that government down. So, and you see, he suspended his show. Because the old man, I don't know, Labour was explaining some kind of a scenario here, and 2 days after the same thing happened. Labour explained about how one of his friends used to get over him and put him down on the ground, and he would not know how, why they go into the ground, they met with so much sorry and bring him back on the ground. This is what JMB did to the CDC. This is what he did to the CDC. This was a perfect moment for them. Because what they would have done, and that is why I see Keter anger. I'm not, that why I can just sit down and relax, you know, and drinking my tea, the Labour, and, you know, but because I see the seditious are angry because this was a good spot for them, right? For the president and his cabinet to overlook this and allow it to continue into next year. But as it stands, the president has submitted the project to the government. Indirectly, from my perspective, he came publicly to say, look, this project is not for me. That was what CDC wanted to be, for it to be. So my thing here is, going forward, they got to find a new strategy, Mr. So, on how to deal with all the kind of shenanigans. You cannot have the president, you cannot keep embarrassing the president for the president to come be trying to defend you. You don't be putting in beyond there's something to, because you felt that if you build the property, then you can start stealing and say, oh, the president will get his own property too. So he will not talk. We can steal.
Are you also embarrassed?
Who, me or him?
Yeah. Are you also embarrassed of the episode, everything the way it's going?
To be honest, I am embarrassed. Let me be honest with you. Reason being, they embarrass the president.
Do me a favor. Can you ask your colleague to ask if whether he's embarrassed too?
Maybe Mr.
For me, that's why I said there was some missteps. There was some missteps on the public relations around the project in Foya was done too good. The PR.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
I'm talking about the liberal. Terry will ask. Yeah, Terry, and then I want you to ask.
Yeah, Mr. So,
I don't want to be the one to ask that question.
Know that we, from the rescue side, we are not happy 100%, even though we are happy that the president spoke on this thing and lay it to rest by stating that the property belongs to the government. But this is an embarrassment to our leadership, and it's an embarrassment to the president to make the president to come to the public to be defending a project that he did not instruct. It is embarrassing for us. But I pray the president, the way he have addressed this issue, I pray going forward, they should change his strategy, and this unity party people should stop embarrassing the president, because this is an embarrassment. You understand? You put a man in a predicament, you put a man in a situation, and I believe the president had to come to speak to it because it was on him. The accusation is that is the president retirement home. The president said, no, this is not my retirement home, gentlemen. This property is squarely for the government. And for this president to do that, that alone is a sign of fighting corruption. Let me take care of that. That is a sign of fighting corruption.
Let me go to
because Mr. So, let me just say this. Because the president could have claimed the property. He's the president. Nobody gonna harm him. Nobody gonna say, oh, did that. And guess what? The statute of limitation ends after 5 years. So that's why they started the project last year. Before the president reached to 5 years, the statute of limitation ends. Nobody will prosecute him for that property. So he could have sat down and say, you know what? Before we reach to that thing, that whole thing, that if you are so
you guys think it's funny.
Do you see the intelligence when he put us, Steve? Do you see the intelligence, Steve? And there's a Rebbe who sitting there talking at you.
Mr. So let me say this.
I want to ask you one question. You think anybody can prosecute President We have for that property in that place? You know
President
what bill?
President We have paid property since 2016. Start paying it. And it was not 49, it's 17. 17.
Okay.
17.
So, let me say this.
Oh, 2000. Oh, at least 2016. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let's see.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Keta, for that information.
The project former president we have built and was finished within the period of 1 year after he took office in 2017. 1 year. That is why that particular project, nobody can prosecute him for it. And that is the reason why most of the government, they start building in the first year. Because they know that the statute of limitation comes after 5 years. So before you reach to 5 years, that particular deal is done. Nobody can prosecute you for anything. And that is the reason why they quote now. There are certain documents that is in the court on somebody guy is going to fail, because by next year this time, most of the people will escape those persecution. You think they put stupid?
Okay, liberal.
Mr. So, thank you.
Liberal.
Yes.
Your guy was very honest. He said he's embarrassed. He's still embarrassed. And that the people should stop putting the president in a predicament. Are you embarrassed as well? You being a strong defender of this president we face here. Let's face the camera. Let's turn the light on. Let's pretend nobody's watching. Let's have two of us in the upper room. Are you embarrassed?
Mr. So, let me.
What's that?
Let me say, I tell you, say you're turning the camera off. So I'm turning my camera off. What a ridiculous
statement. I'm not taking call now. We'll be taking call. Yeah, go ahead.
What a ridiculous statement. Mr. So, look, if these people have it within them to have a true conversation, genuine conversation, we will engage them from that perspective. But the fact that they do not have the capacity to have true, genuine, intellectual, genuine conversation about the country will be as ridiculous as they are coming to us. We will reply and respond effectively and immediately. They are not serious. You don't have no political clout. You have no respect in the entire western part of Africa. The member of ECOWAS community don't even respect the opposition called CDC, because the people know your history. Now, if you are some sort of a respectable entity, you would have been able to go to ECOWAS and inquiry to why this bill is this, and the president of the Republic of Liberia I have announced publicly that this is your project. It says so. But anybody that you send letter to, they'll say, you'll go find place to sit down. You're going in the street to cry, baby, cry for any reason. No milk, you'll cry. No rice, you'll cry. People getting paid too much, you'll cry. That you can't listen to. That you people will can't listen to. Because scenario we are really hard. You think you kind of barrow player here, you come and say I can't really high that why you live in Connecticut. Every night there's someone in there pass by you, they cold beating you, can't step outside. That you President Baka, you can. These are some of the things that I keep saying to you, Walter Carter. As intelligent and as smart intellectual as you are, you're gonna sit here and throw our culture away. The father of the nation, Mr. So, I'm serious. The father of the nation, someone who is old enough to be our father. You're gonna sit here and say he lied? Do you not have, Mr. So? Do you not have other English words in the English language that will still describe that? As to be vocals in with the president, and you want me to sit down here and say, yeah, kumbaya with you? Ain't no kumbaya. Yeah. The president is not a liar. The president, the first in your history. Look, you know, when you guys do these kinds of stuff, sometimes I can be amazed. This is the president. If he had no defense, why would he put himself among people for him to be questioned? You think he come here to come embarrass himself?
They had no alternative.
What do you mean? The water, you're forcing to go to, that you're the one forcing to go to, then you say you got authority. What authority you got? He tell you right now, you're going to sue me. Why y'all do nothing? And for me, that dictatorship we're going with. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? The president wants you to understand.
I have in the background, somebody please mute.
Yeah, please.
Are you listening to something?
That's not me. The president wants you to understand. I came to the position, being truthful with you, to say we will not do business as usual. If I see something for this president to come and answer the question, that means this particular issue has bothered this man for a very long time. That's not just a business. He's most likely have had so many conversations with these people. You know, remember he called them rascal? He has had so many conversations with you rascal.
Is he rascal?
Mr. So, how, you see, this is what you do. The president of, how can you be rascal? He's the father of the nation. He's there to help us survive. Mr. So, I'm not going to even dignify your question. But let me say this. The president, for him to come out, he knew very well he came to rescue us. Business will not be as usual. So for the president to open the mic and light shine in your face, he said, you're putting me behind the door, some kind of guilt devil. No, he light shine in your face. And he said, what's your question?
Why you like to stereotype?
Mr. So, but guilt devil, any devil can hide your face. I just say guilt devil, but you can't hold me to that anyway. I'm liberal. You can't hold me to that. I evolve. Okay, crown devil. Forget it. Okay, let me move on. We got crown people, got devil too. Let me move on.
10 minutes now, you've been talking. Nobody said anything. 10 minutes.
Whatever your name is, whatever your name is, I'm on the floor. I'm the board chair, by the way, if you don't recognize that. So let's get that first of all. I am the board chair of this company. So let's get that. Let me throw my weight around. I let power. Let me tell you that one. But let me finish. Let me go.
30 seconds, please. We got the 30 seconds.
So when you were talking, you didn't put time on it. So please spare me without your time you guys or you want to intimidate me. That's what you're trying to do. I'm trying to educate you and your people about the president of the Republic of Liberia. Please listen. Just one more minute. Now, Mr. So, on a very serious note, this president, for him to come out and have this conversation with the Liberian people, is timely and it's very, very genuine as far as we are concerned. And we respect that. These are some of the things we wanted the president to do. If there's issue that people going around, instead of allowing people to improvise, you give the straight answer. The president came. He said, what would I do with that? I don't use government money. Anything I want to do at the house, my own house in Foya, the one other NGO user, you'll rent from me. When I rather retire, I will fix it. What's wrong with that? Why you think the president will even live in Foya anyway? What wrong with your set? You think the president will retire and go live in Foya?
All right, I'm going to open the phone line.
Yeah, thank you so much. But Mr. So, can I just talk for just 1 minute before you just move on? I beg you, just 1 minute. Yeah, just
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to come to you. But when we to do it now, then yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you what you want to say. But we can just be patient a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so talking about a home for the president, a drowning man will catch a straw. And that's what I see happening within the CDC. They are very much angry. The Englishman will say apoplectic, extremely angry. Talking about the home of a president in Foya. On several occasions, I visited Foya along with Vice President Bwaka at the time. He has a house in Foya right there. Let's go right to GSA Road and in Painesville. Since the Ome keep the power, is he much concerned about doing anything to that structure? No. Look, I learned something from that Ome at one point in time when we went to Foya.
Are you serious?
Yes, he said that.
Are you serious?
And I want you, and I hope other people can be able to listen to me and take Vice President Bwakai I slept in the house in Foya. I slept there. And I'm seeing that, and I hope a lot of you can be able to take it to run with it. When I served as executive matter correspondent, many days I went to Foya, and I slept in that very house of whom he has in Foya. The old man is not somebody who is much more concerned about maxing wealth, property, and the rest of it. So a lot of you, as president within the opposition to CDC, you get angry when people turn, to laud this president, to praise him, to show him that love.
All right,
and trust me, like I said, Liberians have chosen to make the rest of their life the best of their life. So they are not going to look back. They are going forward, and they are not going to look back.
Can I respond to the Liberal and
yeah, hold on. Let me we're going to open the phone lines at the same time. Yeah, we will be, we'll be talking about once there's a phone call, I will interrupt and bring in the callers to get their reaction, their take, their version, their thoughts on the conversation tonight, and who is considered as the most pink hair on this network here tonight. We'll also give them the opportunity to tell us who that person is. Yeah, you say Keto, and now go to Terry.
So let me correct the Liberal, and I will correct Akwe. Liberal, the president lied. He's a liar. The English word says somebody who says something that is not true, it's called lie. If that person continuously speak that way, he's a liar. That's the English word. It's not me created it. The English you and myself borrow from the English word that the word give us. So I don't care how you feel about it. It will hurt you whether he old or young. You got no business sitting in the public office. We will hold you accountable. Number two, Mr. Akwe, you say this president, he does not care about luxurious things. The president is riding a bulletproof vehicle.
Okay.
A bulletproof vehicle. The house that he lives in right now, the house he lives in right now, it has turned into a presidential status house. It's not like before. Okay, I went in that house when he was not even a former vice president. It's changed.
Let me go to the phone lines. Thank you so much. Sarare.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good to hear you. Today is Sunday. You went to church today?
Yes, I went to church.
If there were only two churches on planet Earth, the Liberal Church and Terrace Church, which church you would prefer to go to?
Well, I don't want to there I can go to. The reason why is that I go there for myself. I go worship God. Terry just a human being. that is leading the church, but my salvation is in my own hand. I had to work out my salvation with trembling and fear, now for terror.
Okay.
So
I pray for you. I pray for you every day, Sally. What do you mean by that?
Okay. So, Sari, yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
are tonight. These are painful conversations. If you see grown-up people, liberal to put on a sort of war face like this and be so defiant and deliberate in his action, I wonder where we are heading as a people and why. This liberal here? Let me just hear you, and then I can bring in my word to go ahead. Let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to defend the indefensible. This stuff about the property in Foya, it is embarrassing. And the old man cannot continuously be throwing stone and hiding his hand. Anything that happening to the government, that old man can be, you think that he's sleeping, but he's a man who is awaking. He's the one that sanctioned those things. And later on, he'll come back to clear behind his people. You cannot have people working with you as a minister or director or people that work under your jurisdiction to be messing up big time, and you still keep them there, and you want for people to believe that you got nothing to do with that. I am a serious supporter of the president, but there are a lot of things that have gone on, and if you step back and look, you will know definitely that he's not the person that he say he is. He's throwing stone and hiding his hand. Those little guys are just taking the blame, but he sanctioned these things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Merlin. Let's call her. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah. Let's hear you. Hello.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening, guys.
Yeah.
Listen, we gotta understand that this thing is about our country. We executed 13 people on this place for misuse of public office, corruption, and all of that. Liberal, this show should be a serious show. You can play around, but when it comes to things about this country, please let the people know you're joking, and then you speak seriously in the end, because you can't be playing with such things. This is wrong. This is corruption to the zenith. There is no explanation they can give. The MRU said it got nothing to do with the project. What more do you want to hear? This is a lie. The first thing is that project, there is no way it can even cost $3 million. Nothing there would cost $3 million. So it's a stolen money issue. Second thing, he's lying on the MRU because MRU said it got nothing to do with it. And in fact, even if we want to stoop low to that point, and he said MRU building something, so why are other governments participating? Why are other individuals paying money towards it? This is a MRU project, according to him. Thirdly, in the security line thing, no country will put their president in a place that got no exit. No president will go in a place that got no exit. So the whole thing is a lie. It cannot make sense in any way you take it. And this old man, and there's nonsense that we keep on tolerating. That people say, oh, the old man. We didn't elect an old man, we elected a president. No, you don't hear nobody calling Donald Trump old man. They are about the same age. There's a thing we do to their endearment. Old man. He don't know damn old man. He don't take our country on, lie to us, corrupt, steal from the people. Why they got people dying in hospital because no medicine. and take millions of dollars and spend it the way he want to and come back with both feet and lie to the country. And then he said nobody should call him because he's old man. So hell with him.
No,
He
no.
is our president. And when he
Hello,
lied
hello,
to
hello,
us,
hello,
we'll
hello,
call him a liar.
hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello, Marlo. Before you go, hello. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So there are some basic rules here too that we as an institution, as a network, we can condone and we can, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So, all right. Yeah. So, yeah, in as much we have these philosophical differences in terms of what is happening, our language must be, oh, Jesus Christ, there's another one here. But, well, let's hear you. You are the last caller here, so I can go back to the online analyst for wrap up. Let's hear you, Breakable.
Yeah, thank you for the show. You know, Terry, our person, young number is show started. Or like now John, I know James or Wood and James, John James, we are Tabata. Listen, you know, it is so funny. Your president read there said, your president said, he didn't know about the building of the place. Yes, we agree. In that same interview, the man said, the man rural union, they were allocating for the money, they're going to pay. The building is already up. They say, we're going to fund it. How would they fund it when they already up? You see, when you lie, when you're not saying the truth, it's difficult to defend things. Your president, every day, you don't know what happened in Mali. 1 year now, the year machine, Sonny, you don't know about it. But you went on say, the prime minister would have fund it. You see, they say it's so funny to say that. How you know why a president do you are supposed president, you all know a president making your share everything. They are not in charge. The man is not in charge of own government. Mr. To. Sabi something not being playing for it here. The time of serious thing means be serious once a while. And shall be playing phone. The president not serious in our country. He's not even in charge of his own government. You can be fair to the president when you like it. Yeah, here tell me about we are not go ahead and lie. Which one better? To not go ahead and go ahead and lie. Which one better? To go ahead and lie and try to go ahead. Which one better? So I like your business. So among you and Mr. To, I prefer you than Mr. To. Mr. To is not patriotic. He's patriotic. So I like you, my man. I know you're justice in one day. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's how we're going to wrap it out here. This is what we do to views and opinions expressed on this network. That's not in any way represented, but we do facilitate these hardcore conversations. And so sometimes when people go up, hold on 1 second. You can't interrupt me. This is the same thing we are talking about. Drink your sun tap, and when I'm ready, I will call you.
No, Mr. So
we don't address caller. We don't address caller. We let caller express himself.
What sense when you become we?
We don't address caller on this show.
Sense when you become we?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. You can speak to. Okay, let's see here. This is Washington, Seattle here. We don't leave no one behind. All right. Good evening, caller.
Good evening, Mr. So. How are you?
Good. Who's calling? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from Texas.
Texas. What's your name, if I may ask?
Yeah, I am Anna. Sis Anna.
Okay, Sis Anna. Good to have you. How your Sunday going so far?
Yeah, fine.
Do not allow people to carry your pressure up here. We have some folks here, they are noted for that, all right? But I don't know why you're really going to say, but we intend not to leave no one behind. Let's hear you. You've been monitoring the program?
I've been sitting down here monitoring you for.
Okay.
We are about 4 sitting down here monitoring you for.
Oh my God. Everybody pressure normal there?
Yeah, pressure normal.
Your brother telling no way up.
Whoever telling no beside us.
Oh man, it's unbelievable. Yeah, you man. Go ahead.
Okay, with the issue of the FOIA project, Waka went to EFBC. Instead of sitting in the office and allow other radio stations, journalists to go to him, interview him, he went to EFBC where he has, and that other man, they'll call himself, who will not question him. But you know that nation radio station, they will not question him, they'll be afraid to question him. Why he didn't go to private radio station where they will question him? Something you don't know of. You said that they almost finished. He didn't talk until it's finished. That's why he said he's coming to talk. He knows about it very well. They told him not to talk until he reaches to that stage. He knows about it. If he didn't know about it, why they didn't bury it in Foya is not the city, the country seat for Lofa.
Right.
Why they didn't bury in Vonjima? Why they didn't carry in Vonjima? They had to carry in his own. That the seat, that old man, he can throw stone and hide himself. I didn't know him from those time. We all work in those government. I know who he is. I know who he is from those time. 85. What those did to him because of his behavior. So I know him and his behavior there.
So what those did to him?
Hey, hold on. Akwe, we can't do that. Don't do that. You're now investigating. Let them speak. Whatever we have, we can say it. We can't, you can. Sorry, go ahead.
Mismanagement. Those time mismanagement. We all were in Liberia. Mismanagement. Embezzlement. It's ordinary men and they will say stealing. But mismanagement, embezzlement, all nation money. Agriculture minister, he used it. He took some of the money he wants to sell when he comes. He paid horses there. I'm not from Liberia. It's people who voted for that man, voted for that stranger. They don't want brought trouble on us. That man is not from Liberia, so you hope heart. He don't live in Liberia the way he's supposed to live Liberia. Other heart in Sierra Leone, other heart in Liberia. Where you should carry a project, agree to do a project in Lofa because in how do call it, because that place is closer to Sierra Leone. Why he didn't carry it to Vonjima? He carried to Foya. So he not from Liberia. He says Sierra Leone will know. Some of us will know very well. His father came from Sierra Leone and started dating with the woman and they born them. We know him. But our people, the mistake we made, will never make it again. We will know the tribes that get Liberia. We will never make that mistake anymore. To pull our whole country, even to foreigner, become and like that. Then you leave a corrupt ministers, corrupt officials, and they're targeting opposition. So he knows about the project. He knows. So he said, if for Liberia, if for Liberians, if for every government that will come, he should not try to go stay there. That's where the trouble will come from. Okay. And we are trying to document how to call it, document it and send it to UN. United Nations will get it. ECOWAS will know about it. So tomorrow he will not claim it. But the plan people have now. So UN will know about it. ECOWAS will know about it.
When you say, so let me ask you, when you say you're trying to document, who trying to document what?
Liberians. Liberians will document it. Okay. And not for him, and for the country. Even the senators and representatives, they don't know about that building. Senators and representatives that will send over there to speak for us, to be there for us. They don't even know about it. Only here in his cabinet, only here his people in the mansion, they know about it.
Yeah.
So for that building for Liberians, he finished. He didn't try to finish that time. He said he can speak. Right. Correct? Then people always comparing him President. Look, President, where he seems so that some people they get money, they don't boast. That ball is a money ball. Some people have money, they don't boast. Go to Morovia. The people they open store. That whole place. It's about 16 or 17 stores. And for him, but you will never hear him boasting of it. Some of us will know. The medical man who collect his money, he can come one day. Okay, number two, you call him, you come. And that man had money before you went over there. He had money. About that money. Everywhere you get property there.
All right.
So nobody. Baka walk backing all around. I just came and no Baka backing all around. People pity him, and the man will just now will come be a rich man.
Thank you
so
so
the video
much.
For Liberia, and we'll document it. ECOWAS will have it. United Nations will have it. And how do call the other people, the Mano River, they say, bidding after they came out, they said, no, we don't know about it. We don't know about it. So that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, we're going to wrap up here. Most of the time, that's what the men call. And so when we hear the women calling, not necessarily what they're talking, we like it. But It's part of our tradition here to give people the voice to speak. We can agree, disagree with them, but we allow people, because when you shove things in the throat of the people, that when it becomes the outburst, it's always dangerous. And so this network here, we are here to always have this conversation. We'll say our own, we agree and disagree, but we must make it fair, balanced, and
Mr. So,
proportional.
I want to address the two gentlemen
Something,
that called
yeah,
my name.
hold on, yeah, no, hold on, yeah. You call people names, so people calling your name should not be a taboo. So you don't interrupt when I'm wrapping up community. Why getting under your skin this evening?
Who able to get under my skin? I'm a liberal. Not only that, I'm
Okay.
block who. Who
Is
able
your
to get?
Clarence David? Is your Clarence David calling? Do you want to hear from him?
Let him talk. Let him talk.
You see? Okay. Hello. Yeah. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second, Clarence. Let me connect you. Yeah. Let's hear you quickly. We're almost about to go. Clarence.
Hey, Sio, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Let's hear you.
I don't know the other immigration woman that work with the immigration service to tell somebody like a person like you, leading. I pray that you will show identity on the show one that is there so we can see it. And she no follow the Baka now, like Baka said as a vice president for 12 years. Today, Baka is a president and she's saying that Baka is not a Liberian. So I don't know where that discussion is coming from. But that's not the main reason I call for. The key thing I will discuss when the person appear on the show that they are here BC. There are a lot of things that he said, but you can only focus it tonight on the FOIA project. And the good thing about the FOIA project, the president said the project for Liberia, for MRU. So the notion that every good thing should only be in Monrovia. So when are we thinking to develop a country? Everyone wants to develop a country. Today, tomorrow, in case if they want to build an airport or around Granville or around Maryland, should we say everything should come to Monrovia? I don't think it's wrong. And one of the things that we are not considering is this. If FOIA had a money facility to do, that can facilitate that can host people in that area, it's the opening of the country also. And the president came and said he never knew nothing about the project. People are still making it, to say that the president is part of their project. The project, if the president will use the project as a home, why you should have area there to hold about 500 persons? So that means you're using the place as a studio or what? If the mayor will use the place as a retirement home, that means you use the place that people constantly will go down there and people say down there, watching people. I don't see the rationale. But we should consider everything that the owner said out there. There are some key things you talk about. Nobody talking about sedition coming tonight. They say, if I say a name now, let me tell you something. You have this Cotier laser, CDC Cotier laser. The thing that they in the fire, one for the owner to be part of it. I don't think you will be part of it. The way you tear call already, and you want for our own tear the call, we're making our long tear until about 2 years can be over.
2 years? You're going for 2 years?
We're going for 2 years until our 2 years will be over. Because these things, we continue to tell it, they are not listening to it. Even listen, CDC, they have no propaganda. They asked the president about John Weir, and listen, if you don't know that you are propaganda, and the president was running propaganda for them, they are not bringing it up. The president said John Weir is a more known person. He said it. They may not a fake person, but they are not talking about all the good things and they say about John Weir said CDC people get about the FOIA project. Okay. But thank you for the show, but when they give me because the woman come here to say that she got documents, so many of them are Liberians getting a living in Baspa. When they have nothing, when they talk show, those sometimes listen to our just listen. But the thing that they say that I read it, If really the gentleman that was decided to call, talking about the matter, you just document, what a document again? You got document directly running behind you to their country? Are you talking about that document? Thank you for the show.
Oh, boy. Everybody protecting their own alligator around here. So, okay, guys, let's do the roundtable for this evening. You said what you say you want to do,
Yeah, I want to address the two gentlemen that made a statement about me not being serious on the show. I think first of all, I will not dignify their statement because I am the most serious person here. But let me just say something here very quickly. The FOIA, we're talking about, just looking at FOIA right now. FOIA is more layout in terms of its layout, city layout. It's much more layout than Monrovia is. I'm just looking at it on Google Earth. FOIA, it seemed to me, it's one of the most beautiful place to if you want to reside in Liberia. I mean, they have streets. The streets are now crossing over houses. This is the place, if I was allowed to put in drainage in FOIA, it would be very easy to put in drainage. Because these people, the way I think they're thinking way ahead of many other Liberian cities. All right. Now, with the gentleman who apologized, now this is a person who's coming to be ridiculous with my president. You want me to say that I'm not serious about the end? He let his emotion took over the whole process, and he used some language that most likely he will not use on any other occasion. But because he feel perhaps this is LPR, and now he's going to accuse me of being not serious on this program. Look, let me tell you guys this. When I open this camera, I expose myself day in, day out. There's nothing, I cannot come here and lie to you for 2+ hours. It's impossible. I'll be truthful with you. Now, my truth might not be your truth, but that doesn't mean I'm not serious. I will be ridiculous. I will be ridiculous, and I'm one of the most ridiculous person on the show. However, my ridiculousness has a structure, truthful structure base. The reason why that I'm speaking the way that I was speaking tonight on this issue, because those who are bringing the subject matter up, they are intellectually dishonest.
So, quick question here. Is that your closing statement you're doing now? Because
no, that's a salad dressing. You want me to shut up? Shut up.
All right, so but then 30 seconds. We're moving on.
Go ahead.
I want to do my closing statement.
So let me say that before that's not my closing statement. I will have time for my closing. Yeah, we got time. I'll have time for my closing statement, Mr. So. No, on a very serious note, I will not sit here because people don't agree with me. Therefore, I should be somehow apologetic about whatever it is that going on here. And I'm not here to apologize to nobody. I'm not here to equal for anybody. The president told you that this is not my project. There is no a project. So the president come back and say, my project. What y'all do to him? Nothing. Fast say you can't do to him. But the man want to be truthful and said, this is not my project. But you come here and come talking like something, baby. You think you're baby? You're not baby. You bring it on. We're here. We will be in kind. We'll be respectful. We'll be truthful. But we're not going to let you steamroll us. We speak for ourselves now. I am not a member of Unity Party, but I support this president because I believe this president is capable of doing.
Thank you so much.
What do you mean? Because I say I support the president, so you're thanking me now?
No, okay. I mean, you said you wanted to take a minute.
No, I just want to tell these two gentlemen and this lady that spoke.
So let me just tell you now. Let me tell you now. We don't get in struggle fight with our viewer for expressing their views or their thoughts about their company.
They can express it. Myself can reply to their expression.
Okay, then probably you can do that on your program, not on my program. I don't get into fight with my people. Okay, if you want to write a program,
I'm just trying to educate
okay,
them.
all right. The gentleman, there was a word used. I call your attention, and he said, "I'm sorry, we don't
Yeah,
over."
because this is who
You live with it, deal with it tonight. I'm done with that.
There's nothing I gotta deal with, Mr. Soul.
So I don't know. Then okay, then let it go.
Nothing over me.
You said
go I just do my party comment?
No, you're not going. No, you're not here to run here. Stay here.
No, hold on. Don't just go. Don't say you Tabata and then you go and lead the other people.
No hit and run.
Let me close on this.
You already close.
I'm close here. Let me close on this. We're going to do the closing.
No.
The labor wants to
other people got to speak. You have spoken enough. So, okay, hold on. You either agree to it or so be it. Next time you can close whatever you want to do. Whatever you do that you never close.
Anything you do to me, somebody else will do to you.
Can do it. Yeah, I know. When I come by, you can do it to me. That's fine. I used to
it. Sure.
All right. Okay, you say you want to wrap up the leave? I guess maybe you have to work. Okay, let's hear you. Meaning, please.
Okay, so initially started this program by saying, the PR concerning the public, the facility that in FOIA was not too correct. I said that, and that it was important for, to improve on the public relations concerning the FOIA project. But at least I feel so elated that President Buckeye was able to come out and tell the world that this is not going to be his retirement home. He made it very clear. This is not going to be my retirement home. This is for the Liberian people. It's going to be for the MRU. And maybe why the selection of FOIA, if you look, so FOIA is strategic located, almost connecting, Sierra Leone as well as Guinea. And the lady who spoke of how to call it, before we came to power, he was a rich man. Wow. I wish we have started the 12 condominium or whatever he built years back when he got $84 million. But this was not something that was started at that time. But I was just informed by Keta that this is a project we have started in 2016. Then he became president in 2017, 18, 19. 2021, then he completed the project. I can say this for a record that was almost completely broke and poor before he even went to the presidencies. Let's look at. Let me also do a flashback at some of the good things President Barker said and what seditions parliament I want to listen to. Liberians will experience a 4-lane road from Douala to Bowatasa. Liberians will experience, are beginning to have schools, institutions refurbished, equipped well. We're talking about state-of-the-art equipment and with best practices. Liberians will begin to see and are now experiencing the stability when it comes to electricity. Liberians will see better roads. And nowadays, the president said something. I said, wow, today,
we have to do with time, please.
You have a number of Liberians leaving the U.S. and making it back to Liberia. Why are they doing it? It's because of the many good news they are hearing from their relatives and others back there. Have a good and wonderful time. Let's continue to sit and talk about the nation, to talk about our country, on what best practices we can be able to do to move the country forward. Hey, President Barker is doing well, and I know very well that Liberians, will do something again. 2029. He made it very clear. He said, let's forget the 2029 and let's work in the interest of the people.
Now, if I call your attention, if you can something, then I will have to find other alternative. Terry, let's hear you.
Yeah, so thank you again for the show tonight and all of that. I believe, like I said, the president did the right thing by going to the public. I myself was surprised when I saw him going to the public to address the nation. I thought it was a joke because the other time those guys tried to stop him from going to Truth FM. So this time around, he was compelled to go to fix it. But we can't be having the president always trying to fix the damages caused by his people in the cabinet. All right? They have to do better. That is why he needs a vibrant head of state, minister of state, not head of state, but minister of state to help to put some of these things into check, or else we will always have this kind of problem escalating, And like I said, the president could have said, look, this a project is for me. Or this a project, and keep silent. After 5 years, when the statute of limitation ends, the president was scot-free with that project. Nobody can do him nothing. But as it stands, because he don't want that sting on him, he came to the public and told the public, say, hey, this project is not my project. It is a project belonging to the government. And I think that was a big thing for him to do. And I know the opposition is angry with that. But yeah, when your time comes, you will do the same thing. You do better, because unlike President when the people say you're building condominiums in your first year, you're changing, you're renovating, they didn't say anything about it. They found someone, I think they said, I know they put the project, they put someone a property on what he named Timothy Weah had to come and debunk it. They never said anything to the public. And that particular project, because of that project today, President Weah is out of power. So JNB learned sense, So I think there's also going forward, that is what it is. Next thing is the budget. The budget now is being passed anonymously in the House. It's a terrible thing, but it is what it is. The budget is now passed. Christmas coming, people got to eat and all the kind of thing, and all of that. So we look forward to see what will happen next in the coming week. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Keta, let's hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. This whole problem with FOIA, clouded the whole conversation. Yeah, there are so many other things that we were, hoping that we could talk about, such as the regime speaker and his wife.
I don't think with that. I think let a comedian take care of that. I'm not going to go into people.
No. It's part of this. It's part of our national conversation.
Yeah, when I don't. If there's anything.
What are you talking about? That's just one political advisor.
You paying them for their lobby.
Mr. Libra, the thing about it's not about their private life. It's about the person that advising the president politically.
It doesn't matter.
The president political advisor will be so naive to see somebody who married and he divorced the wife to go and marry that person.
What got to do with the president?
Okay, let me go make your.
Yes,
I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just telling you, the people around this president that are making decisions for the president also. They are not even equipped. They are not fit to even be advisor to this president because the actions are very bad, irresponsible. You understand? In their own private life and before they come to even government to be able to advise that president in how to proceed. This is the reason why this president is proceeding, because for one thing, he's inept. The people around him, they are ill advised. They are not trained enough to be good advisors. Two, Mr. Tool, I'm gonna tell you, there's no way we can sugarcoat anything here. We got no old man in the presidency. We got president in the presidency. The president of Liberia. We didn't put no young boy, old man, young girl, old lady, nothing. President is president. He will not use his age to do evil thing and will pull tradition. If you're a tradition man, you will sit in FOIA with his children, his grandchildren, and man as a tradition man, old man. As long as you're in the presidency, that will affect the lives of Liberians, especially me. And when he made mistake, we'll talk it as it is. When Doe were in the mansion, the thing Doe were doing, nobody was talking about it. When they walk in, they collected door, they collected window, they collected plate. They killed our people that never knew about politics. They zeroed them. So they were not speaking. We will speak today. I don't care how you feel. Your pressure can go up. It can come down. We will speak our mind Joseph Boakai lied to Liberian people. It must be said, he lied. Nothing he said over there was correct. First of all, let's dissect a little bit of what Mr. Boakai said, and you'll tell me if I'm speaking lie here. Let's dissect it. You said that MRU, Mana River Union, will pay. But then in the same statement, you said there were people who contributed to this project. International people, local people, business people, and the West African people contributed. And how is it that if all the people contributed, why Mana River will pay for it? Does it not open a Pandora box for you?
Let's leave it there. Thank you so much. Let's see whether he's going to answer that question. He's at liberty if he wants to. Liberal, let's hear you.
Thank you.
Anything mind from tonight's conversation?
Thank you, Mr. So. I think I won the day tonight. I did a
You
wonderful. I won the day. I did a wonderful job. I did a wonderful job speaking my mind and making sure that people understand the issue, and the issue is on our side. And we're saying to you, there's no side here. The president came and educated us, and we respect that. Walter Carter. Nobody say the president in charge or the president in the office. We're not talking about that. You can say whatever you want to say. But I just want to say to you, I said, this same human being,
There we go.
when you finish talking the tabata, you go to sleep tonight, you start turning upside down because you use a word that you know you're not supposed to use. You go to church. You can't say that why you running all over the show, then when you go to sleep, then all kind of then you start having nightmare. I'm trying
So what
to
got
say,
to do with you?
because when you accuse someone of that age, when
Are you kidding me?
Am I protected or not? Am I protected or not?
Don't protect the liberal. Let be crossfire here. Let the liberal be in hot seat.
Crossfire here. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to save you.
How can you educate me? You was dishonesty.
I got to wrap up.
How can you educate me with dishonesty?
Mr.
Let lead the old man. Let him close. I want to leave him now. Let him.
Walter Carter, when you come in public like this, someone who is old enough to be your father, and you're going to see the person lie. Yes, you can say that in public for sedition and reaction to clap for you, to hail you. But when you're alone, when you're driving, oh my God, why did I have to say that? Because that's not you.
Oh my.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, let me go on. It's a wonderful show. As usual, my job here, when you guys come up with these kind of ridiculous thing, then I tell the audience, go and get Tylenol. Because I'm not going to stay here and try to take prisoner. Go and take Tylenol. Unless, when these people come and ready to have conversation, you will see you don't need Tylenol. But when they come with their ridiculous behavior, we'll respond in kind. Get Tylenol. The liberal is not here to come for cowtail to anybody. Nobody going to bamboozle me into accepting their ridiculous and call it misguided idea. Then they wrap it around on the Christmas tree, call it independent idea. Well, Penny, I mean, I beg you, man. Good night, Mr. So. And by the way, folks, Samson told the liberal will be on tomorrow, where the real show gonna start, and we'll have a conversation about what have happened with the president. Because I'm gonna be in charge, I'm not gonna allow any kinds of runaway rebel ideas to come faster here, calling themselves independent. We will call them out. Good night, folks. Thank you for making my night, and thank you for making me the most popular person on this show. I really do appreciate all of you. Good night, Mr. Soul.
All right, there you have it. This is where we are as a people, as a nation, and this is what we want to consistently to see happening. The type of the liberal and his ally, they will always be defiant. They will always feel so they knock their forehead. They don't owe an apology to people. They feel they are the lawbreakers. They can break the laws. Nobody can challenge them. They are in charge.
Are you making your statement, or you're trying to accuse her and trying to lay on us so you can run away? You cannot accuse of being a lawbreaker and expect just to run away with that. That is unacceptable.
I never interrupted you. You were close.
No, but when you make a statement, general statement, they are the lawbreaker. What gives you the right to tell the people that we are the lawbreaker? What law are we breaking here, Mr. Soul?
If you can continue yourself and I wrap up as well, just how you did, I think that would be fair. That's what the conversation is all about. And I know you are in feelings, you are the emotion that is high. You've been hurt tonight. You've been exposed. So you're doing everything to wash that away. That's not going to go away. People remember it. That's why you were called out and for which you're getting into argument to ordinary listeners who wants to get informed information. The media help us, our country, to so in a destructions in so many fronts, not just from president, not just from boycott, all over. Because you are the media. Why are you running away? Why are you running away? why are you running away? You never like to be told the truth. You know, so if you can face the camera, let the people see your forehead that you are knocking, that would be good. But I'm saying we all have a responsibility in as much you support people, that is okay to support. We don't stop people from supporting people. But when you come here, when you're having this conversation, it is important that you look in the eyes and be authentic, be genuine, be honest. Because it's not just about that person, it's about the country. And you guys have hurt this country with your people, and this is why you're having this headed for explanation. Oh, we don't expect this. That's not what we anticipated. Yes, because you did not give other people the chance to make an informed decision. There were so many choices out there, but you came and took control of the narrative. You use your loud mouth, you use your media, you blow the trumpet, and people fell into it. Here we are. And you're coming here to be so defiant. You're not going to apologize. You're not going to admit to anything, but you're standing your ground. I hope you, as it goes into 2026, there will be some sort of, we'll revisit our thinking about our pledge, so-called pledge to these individuals we have as our leader, or and I'm part of this party, but as a party, we don't know why some of you left your party, the destructions, the anarchy, the nightmare you're causing this party. You have crossed over with this thing, and this is the same thing that we are living with. We hope there will be a redemption in some of you people's behavior when it comes to our country. Liberal, I want to thank you as so much.
Mr. So, if you don't mind, one more thing.
No.
Just 1 second, please.
No.
I'm not going to make a statement. I just want to say something, please.
There's nothing you got to say.
One second, Mr. So.
Are you listening? I'm going to put you in the bag. I'm going to put you in the bag.
President Wakai, the most good president ever in our history. Good night, Mr. So.
All right. What is his name? Firebreaker. Thank you so much. We will be here tomorrow, and we'll have this sort of conversation. Terry, as usual, thank you so much for your commitment this network.
Keto, I know the cool stick you had that your man booklet didn't come. So it's not easy on you, right?
Well, cool. What you are talking here? Liberal pressure went up 3 times, drinking, I call it some time from way back 1980.
But they were not weighing
my daughter King, she can't accuse me that my daughter's my granddaughter now, her mom King, that my daughter juice you drink it. What sue me?
If you're here, what the Liberal told me the last time we were in Hawaii, when you're here, that thing he told me. If you're here, I just decided I will not record that. I just left it.
You got it recording?
No, I'm recording.
You got a clip? You got any evidence?
You didn't get no evidence. No women fussy.
And you know what? The security analyst, you know what the security analyst appeared today?
That great like the prima facie.
You know what the security analyst appeared today, Liberal? What? The security analyst, he put a phone in your mouth too far, it went deep into his stuff.
Guys, I gotta go.
Oh.
I'll join Esther tonight to get a Tylenol extra strength so that
Join
I
me
can.
tomorrow. I'll make a day. Join me tomorrow. I'll make a day.
Join me tomorrow. I join you.
Esther been crying all
We'll
night.
talk culture. You are not allowed on the liberal show tomorrow. There's no question.
Don't be afraid. I'll be moderating with you. Don't be afraid.
We're not gonna have people who will come.
I never thought about the day the liberal will be afraid of the independent. I never thought.
Unless your word. I gotta watch your words. The words that come
What's
out of
what
it.
words? Lie is part of the vocabulary. You learn it.
Not on my show. What I'm doing.
So lie is not a good word.
The man was not truthful. You can say that. The man
So why you want to control me how I use the word truthful, lie, false, dishonesty?
Guys, I gotta go.
I let power business. You come in the gun.
Okay, let me rephrase it so you can permit to say the president is a pathological liar. That one good?
That you think I'm talking about CD? He coming through a lot of all kind of agitate together. That they are worse. In fact, I will not even invite you, sir.
This did.
Wow. They are
very angry.
I'm not angry. I'm smiling, telling you the truth.
This election.
Do you know what a pathological liar is? Do you know what a pathological liar is? Do you know what a pathological liar is? Somebody who just come out. You don't have to do it, but you just won't say it. It just come out like that.
But a pathological liar is worse than a liar.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to lie, but you just lie. Okay. And that's what the president doing.
Watch us go for 12 years, like Rescue 3 told you. 12 years. What you will do? By the time we leave power, many of you will be almost 90 years old. Completely used to the system. We all get. You ain't got nobody to replace President. We are. By the time we know with 12 years, we all get.
You please call Moses. Moses texting me. You please call Moses. Moses texting me. He's saying, wow. Moses texting me. He's saying, wow. You're calling him. A pressure going up.
No, guys, your good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Oh my God.
Well, guys, I want to thank you so much. That's the society that we have. That's the people that we are dealing with. The liberal will not change. There's no sign that he's going to change from his behavior. But he made it crystal clear that he's ridiculous, and we all know the meaning of that. So he sees it, he blinds himself to it, and that's why it is. That's the challenge that we have. That's the work. And the media is responsible for all of these things that is happening. People support them, they do not have the courage to even tell their leaders if they are going wrong in their administrative handlings of situation. There's nothing to spin around. The president was very dishonest. And I'm disappointed by those who conducted the interview, their inability to expand, to extend unquestioned. Now you know what next. But they were given a free pass. But we'll continue to have this sort of conversation. I want to thank you for your time, your comments, your tweets, and those that call in. We will not allow the actions of the liberal as ally to keep us away. This is what exactly they want us to do, to stay away, and then they control the narrative. And the reason they are having a headache they are having with others is because they were blowing the trumpet. Options were not given to other people to see their side, but they presented it. They used their microphones, they used their skills, they used their ideas, they fixed up things, and people bought into it. Hopefully, this is going to be an eye-opening. No one is against anybody. We want the good out of our country. But we must be honest. We must say it as it should be. I want to thank you so much for your time this evening. By God's willing, same time, same stations, I will be here. I know you're gonna pay back tomorrow, but that's okay. But we'll be here. Have a pleasant evenings. And please, if you are doing a last minute to town trip booking, this is where you should go.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now. Visit our site,